for Rowe for the basket.
Porous defense there by the Eves, letting Rowe come in untouched down the middle of the lane for that easy layup.
All knotted up at 17. Shalvoy from about 14 and hits it. A lot of shots falling here in the early going. Martin trying to avoid the trap. Russ Martin trying to avoid the trap. Back to Patrick Martin. And tries to zip it inside for Taylor, and it goes over his head out of bounds.
Timeout called by the Bantams. At this point, thank you for joining us here on D3Cast for our webcast. Williams Eves taking on the number 2 seed Trinity Bantams.
More importantly, we're glad we could join you.
We had some technical difficulties earlier today, but we have our full webcast running. I'm Steve Poon doing analysis, joined by Pat Coleman of D3Hoops.com on the play-by-play. Elton Sykes, Matt Kaufman, Elizabeth Gibbons, and Jason Terraconi helping us out today. Glad you can join us. NESCAC basketball, one of the most exciting conferences in the nation to watch. We saw Bates at one point nationally ranked on D3 Hoops, 18-0. Then they started their conference play.
Yeah.
From there, their season just sort of slipped away after that. 5 losses within the conference.
Yep. Below 500 in the conference isn't going to get you too much in too many places. They ended up the 8th seed and took Amherst to the wire back in the quarterfinals a week ago, but wasn't able to advance. Remarkably, because of the strength of the NESCAC, Bates was still listed in the NCAA's regional rankings this week. The perimeter there, Kevin Snyder. Shot rattles around and in.
That soft rim there dropping, really friendly for Snyder.
And Williams has opened up its biggest lead of the afternoon by 5. Taylor's 3. No, make that a 2. Foot on the line, so it cuts the lead down to 3.
19-22 is the score here. Trinity trailing by 3. You can see that on our score bar up top, provided by D3Cast. Elizabeth Gibbons working that today.
Kino Clarke still on the bench for Trinity, as is Aaron Westbrooks. They came out a few minutes ago at about the 15-minute mark. There's going to be a hand check out on the perimeter.
Foul called against Paul Rowe. That'll be his first, team's third.
Salem State has advanced to the NCAA tournament, winning the Massachusetts State Collegiate Athletic Conference title game over Westfield by a score of 72-62. Salem back in the dance. They field of 59. The 59 teams will be announced tomorrow night at about 10 o'clock Eastern or so, and then the NCAA won't have a bracket for us until Monday morning.
Action back underway here in Lafrac. Trying to decide who gets that automatic bid to the tournament out of the NESCAC, but such a strong conference, like you said. You never know if some other team will get that at large.
Yep. It's Shalvoy driving the right side of the lane for the 2. It seems like Amherst and Trinity are both comfortably in the field regardless, and Williams is really playing to see if the NESCAC can get 3 teams in, which is not unprecedented either. Pull-up jumper there for Hasek, and gets it to fall. Williams basically has to play for its is playing for its life right now. There's NESCAC teams don't go to the ECAC tournament, and here's a steal at midcourt by Westbrooks, and then a foul.
And I believe they call that on Shalvoy.
When you're a coach, the last thing you want to do is see your player compound one mistake, the turnover, with a second mistake, that being making a frustrated foul.
And a risky play when 2 players will hit the ground diving after a ball. Luckily, nobody was injured in that play, but that risk is always there.
Trinity inbounding in front of its own fans there. You could see them.
The Bantam sending a nice contingent out.
Pull up 3. That one rattles in. Kino Clarke back on the floor, back on the board, and all tied up.
Shades of the earlier game when Amherst was just raining threes on Colby all day. Kino Clarke will not hesitate to drop that long ball.
That's Gohegan working his way in and getting the 2 against Michael Hoare.
Good job by Gohegan working on Hoare. Finishes off with a soft baby hook.
Clarke pull up again from 22, and again he's feeling it, and a timeout, no, a foul. And a chance for a 4-point play here.
It's a foul on Trinity. Looks like an offensive foul. It'll be on Michael Hoare, his second.
I was about to say, if that was a foul on the shot, that must have been the best flop I've ever seen, because I didn't see any contact.
Kino Clarke listed at 5'10", but I think that'd be generous.
Yeah, it might be.
5'10".
Going left, now going right. Grant Meyer misses, playing with 2 fouls. Gohegan gets the putback, and he'll have a shot at a 3-point play here.
Good effort by Gohegan to corral in the Meyer miss. Turns into a bucket and an opportunity for 3.
Gohegan on the season. As we mentioned, 63% free throw shooter. Second trip to the line here this afternoon. And doesn't get it to fall. Russ Martin there to collect the board. Martin doesn't seem to be showing any ill effects from the ankle injury that kept him out of the final regular season game. Pull up again for Clarke. Again he hits.
Kino Clarke is just dropping these threes left and right. Williams has to find a way to slow him down.
22 feet out, just left of the circle, just right of the circle. Give him more than about 6 inches, and he is not missing right now. Blake Schultz with the basketball for Williams. Over here, that's Shalvoy. Up top, Nelson. Back to Schultz. Left-handed dribble, spin move, fall away, doesn't fall. Tip in doesn't go, and the second one is picked up by Taylor for Trinity. Williams had its offensive chances. Going back to the 1-3-1 here.
Mismatch down low, but
Clarke decides to penetrate instead, seeing a man come out on him on the three-point range, and Paulson can't take any more of that as his team has fallen down by 4 here.
Clarke did get those 2 points, but Chris Shalvoy, listed at 5'10", was guarding the 6'6" Michael Hoare down low. Trinity unable to get it in, but like we said, Kino Clarke converting anyway.
Some teams clinching automatic bids to the NCAA tournament on the women's side. Mount St. Mary won the Skyline Conference, as they always do. Keuka won the Northeastern Athletic Conference. Salve Regina won the Commonwealth Coast. Maine Farmington has won the North Atlantic Coast conference title. And Christopher Newport has won the USA South. NESCAC won't hand out its automatic bids till tomorrow. The Centennial Conference goes tomorrow. American Southwest Conference goes tomorrow. Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference goes tomorrow. NUMAC goes tomorrow. Probably about more and more teams moving towards Sunday, which is actually why we no longer get a bracket on Sunday night. Now we don't get it till Monday morning.
We actually see that in volleyball still. The NESCAC is one of the few conferences, if not the only conference, I believe they were the only conference last year, that decided to automatic qualify on a Sunday. Every other conference in the country decided on Saturday.
Well, the feeling is you try to miss as little class time as possible. I mean, in this conference, they don't even play conference tournament games on the weekdays. They play first round on Saturday, then wait another week, play the semis on a Saturday, and the finals on a Sunday. Academic
reputation, very important to the NESCAC conference, and that weighs into a whole variety of factors. Maybe we can touch on that throughout the webcast and just how it affects Division III overall.
And a foul as Trinity's Kino Clarke being very aggressive on defending Kevin Snyder.
Wide open Thomas Scolia from the corner.